Good morning. Happy Monday, gamers. I'm your host, Daaanty. We got Clear Mouse with me today for week 2 of CrossKeys. How you doing, Clear Mouse?
Yo, Daaanty, good morning. Happy Monday. I am embodying the sentiment of Andy's file name selection. Too early.
It is too early. So let's go through these settings really quickly since there are some changes from last week with the way these players have selected. Of course, Andy selected the everything. So the lowest, I guess, or most different is what we're going with. Brogor opting for the mirror scroll start. So we basically have a mirror for every dungeon we walk into, which is kind of nice. But that is the only difference today. It's a normal 7/7 CrossKeys. So I hope you guys are ready for this. It's going to be mega exciting.
Yeah, actually quite the contrast, as you said, from last week when Andy played Bread, and they were 2 of 5 people out of the 120-ish that seemed to pick max settings. So we were treated to, it was a pretty different experience. But yeah, this week, almost on the other end of the spectrum, it's got the mirror scroll, also Samaria and Uncle. Nice to see, very early. With a little bit of extra magic to help you get there and be able to use the Samaria as a weapon. Always great to see.
We do find the dam here on Brogor's side very early on, so that'll be nice. We can get that item down there, as well as, you know, get into Swamp Palace once we have the goodies if we need them. Looks like, okay, Lumberjack, all Garbo today. Looks to be just that useless fairy drop. We'd love to see that.
Yeah, best thing to find. I heartily agree at Lumberjack, because there's no unknown. You don't know necessarily if you want to go and beat Aga. Go find your 2 castle tower keys for 1 item, like for example Magic Bat. It's also pretty bad. You don't really want to do it if the well's back there, because Aga takes a lot of time. But yeah, this time we're comfy. Yeah, also notice that tier 1 I think was rupees. Always really nice to see the resources. And Andy also managed to find a bomb shop as well. So we're all set, at least for the early game. He's also got enough money for bottle merchant. We can just nope the heck out of that ice palace right now.
Yeah, goodbye. We do find the well on Brogor's side. No bomb though, unless we get one here. This final chest, no.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, sometimes, especially in non-keys modes, you can kind of see maybe the chances are just a little bit higher. Could be observation bias when you actually can miraculously find a bomb in the well or in Blind's hut, but we got too many things shuffled, I think, in order to really give this thing a realistic chance. We're gonna see on Andy's side what Brogor is gonna have to come back for.
If it's the boots. It's not the boots. Never mind.
It's not even a good compass. All right, so yeah. But I think Brogor is going to come back for it regardless. He doesn't know it's a useless compass, but... True. Fortunately.
All right, so we're going through Kakariko now, kind of Andy following in Brogor's footsteps, so not a whole lot of new information going to be coming at us at this stage, but we got a lot of entrances in Kakariko. Brogor going to find a shop, going to get bombs, and that is going to allow him to finally open some doors. Wait, did I say doors? This is CrossKeys.
Well, it's kind of doors. It's just vanilla doors. Oh, but
Indeed.
Very fortunate bomb pickup right next to Hype Cave.
That's true. 5 items here, but is it actually going to have any? No, it doesn't have anything of worthwhile.
Oh, that was terrible. I mean, I guess you could have made it worse by giving you green rupees, but holy cow, that was terrible.
Yeah, absolutely trashed here. We hate it. I've watched 2 runners go into North Lost Woods, and I didn't see which entrance it was. All the boots are available.
The boots are there.
Okay, guys, we're going to get our steps in, but we're going to get them in quickly. Some cardio to go along with it. We'd love to see that. Both runners will have these pretty early, unless Andy makes an unhinged play to Hobo looking for the boots, but I don't think that'll be happening this race or this year.
Maybe against Telethar. We'll see. Yeah, but it's certainly really nice early find, as you've said, in the well where the lumberjack is, and this is easy access. I'm hoping, for Andy's case, he will go back to. He'll eventually, hopefully, go back to Kakariko. Kak is like the center hub of wherever all leads lead to Kakariko eventually. So
True.
But yeah, for now, we're going to be walking.
Mire Shed for Brogor here. 2 items. We do find one useful thing, a big key to Hera. If the hook shot's up top there, we definitely need that. The crabs really touching Andy. I don't think he was looking for that, but did it anyway.
Well, it's really Andy's first time against crabs. You really can't blame him for not knowing how to react to crabs, honestly. So.
True. He's never seen a crab a day in his life. Down to a half heart. Got the head shake there. He's loving it. All right, small key on Brogor side. That is to Turtle Rock, and King's Tomb is something we have found. We can cross that off our list. That damn item, just an extra $100. We might need Zora, so you know it's always useful. There's a Swamp Palace on Brogor's side in the Bush House.
He's finding a lot of places that, yeah, kind of requires him to live.
I was
Very
gonna
well
think
done.
Andy might get bomb spooky there on accident. You know, that's usually how it usually goes. But
that is true. That's true. You get bomb spooky the times you least want them. You're like, man, why can't I be this good in Mire or Swamp? It's
I blind shot too.
Yeah.
Finding a lot of item caves very early on. Moon Pearl for Andy. That is a very nice find. Could lead him away from Kakariko if he goes through this and suddenly he's in Dark World. But some GT keys, small and large, all over the place in Blind Hut so far for Brogor. And some money in the back. We're going to pull a small key to Pod. Andy getting a small key and a book. In Paradox, 2 items left. 1 more pod key and a map. Maps are good. We're going to need those this time since it's not all dungeons.
Right. Yeah. And of course, Brogor got the big key to Hera a little bit earlier in CAC as well. So, whether there's a pendant or crystal now, we're probably going to do it anyway. Just because it's so short. It's got items in there. As soon as we find it, of course, and a weapon in order to actually get through the dungeon and kill the boss. We might be a long ways off. Man, Brogor also found Super Bunny, another 2 items with the Cave in Ether. Andy found his way over to, looks like Dark Shopping Mall with a Palace Shuffle. Yep.
I think he's going to take this connector as well. We saw it was a small key, but he will go out the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of have to be careful here. Easy to like rack up some damage hits. We do find Hookshot Cave here for Brogor. Gonna be able to bonk over.
Yeah, and I believe the rules, Moldorm bouncing and hovering are allowed. We are going to see the full power of the boots today, both on Andy's, soon to be Andy's, and Brogor's side right now.
Love to see it. Brogor showing us how it's done. Gets a bow for his troubles. Andy, who's made it to the Dark Mountain, finds another connector.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go. That was an Ice Palace, I think, key? No, map.
Map.
Yeah. I just saw Ice Palace of the text box. Brogor getting the hovers done. No problem.
Yeah, Brogor, certainly as we've seen in many other competitions, is a very skilled hoverer. So certainly no surprise to see that he's willing to, take tit for tat, toe for toe versus Andy in this situation. Gonna give up his bottle with the fairy and gonna trade it for a green potion. Very interesting move. I was not expecting that. Normally, you want to save your fairies, but especially when we have Mirror Scroll, we don't have Death Warp or anything like that. But it looks like Brogor wants that extra magic. So
True. Andy gonna farm up some bombs, it looks like.
Go through TR with this.
Yeah, like this is what I was talking about. That Moon Pearl was great, but it's pulling him away from where he wants to potentially be. I mean, the boots aren't the end all be all. They are mentally, and they are for chat. But
yeah, especially when we see them so early in Kakariko, right? It's like when you play regular rando, like non-entrance, like, right, and then you go find you miss your sphere 0, sphere 1, very something important to Gina, right? Or even just like in the wild
Exactly.
because you never went there and you're just very sad because you could have had this 20 minutes ago.
All right, so Brogor has gone through a dark room out of logic, but what does that mean for us? That means we have found our way to the pod area. Now, he does not have that moon pearl, not going to be able to go to the pod entrance, going to also forego the Dark World Flute 5 spot, but we are going to go check Pyramid. This could be of major value. This, if he had the lamp, this would be in logic for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, depending where lamp is, clearly.
Right. The sprite for this Dark Zora, by the way, is really, really cute. It's a flopping fish, but the dark fish.
A flappy fish. Not quite Flappy Bird, but, close enough. I think I'm showing my age by making that comment. But anyway.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
The Meyer small key for Brogor in Link's house, or Zora's house.
Yeah, that's right. Zora's domain. Located entirely in our kitchen.
Does that mean we get to visit Link later? Is that how that works?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, but it's Light Link, right? Remember, he's because Zora's in the light world. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Andy getting some pretty nice finds himself though. We've got a permanent sword out of the back of Skullwood's big key chest.
Yeah, we love to see that too. Gonna make dashing a little more pleasant for the runners when they both have that.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say, as soon as Andy goes to the well location in Kakariko, which is a lumberjack, he'll get his boots. We just haven't been over to that village yet on his side. Yeah, quite the different just quite different diversions for routes.
Oh yeah, like I mean, you see how the connectors can literally just pull you to wherever you want to go, almost. But Andy in Skullwoods, or exiting Skullwoods at this point, we'll see where he goes. Ice Rod pull for Brogor in the Pod Stalfos basement. So kind of a lot of items coming at us hot and heavy. Chess game for Andy, just $20, not even a full refund. Is it a full refund? I thought it was 30. Maybe it is 20.
30 rupees. No, it's 30.
All right, yeah, minus 10. Yeah, I know I'm washed. I know it's been a while. I don't remember the numbers.
Usually speaking, right? Nobody gets the chess game and be like, "Oh my gosh, I'm broke." Except unless if you're playing inverted, then every penny counts. But at this point, it could be 30, it could be 50, it could be 300. Honestly, I don't think these guys would bat an eye.
Yeah, pod map there for Brogor. That's gonna be nice. Saw it was a C for Crystal right before we exited it out.
Oh my gosh, I feel living the high life already.
That's right.
I assume they still drink that stuff. Because
I'm assuming. I'm assuming. Andy on TR yet again, right side. Gonna be going in. This is that big chest. Doesn't have the big key. Neither runner has that currently, but this will allow them come back when they find it. Sometimes you're always wondering, where's that last TR entrance? I know there's an item there, and I might need it.
Now, the good news, I think, for Andy is that he does have a Turtle Rock small key. He can choose to kill this Pokey. It'll just be more of a time investment and life investment.
Are having a little bit of a difficulty here.
Yeah, permanent weapon means that we can just use this thing over and over. It does not mean that it will be fast.
Correct.
Very well done, though, for Andy. Surviving that.
Don't be holding diagonals going through the doors, kids. That laser would have caught you. Big key for his troubles, though. That's the swamp. That's one of those convenient ones. Could be required, but it does put your mind at ease whenever you need to go there. Staying in Light World here for Brogor. Finding a fairy fountain there down near Lake Hylia. Get a peek at the island in the water. Looks like just going to be a piece of heart. One more entrance as Andy deals with Chomps. We find Hera for Brogor.
Oh, but Andy finds the hammer at Chomps.
That's
a very, very good find.
Big spicy.
Considering the paths for how Andy got to the hammer, 5 connectors later, in the Valcast.
I'm beside myself with that.
only that mirror scroll worked.
Yeah, I think brogor even selected that setting.
Yeah.
But running out instead, not too much of a time loss.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just that he wanted to like do the upper part of Paris like he does the big key, but he does like, but it's really kind of unappealing to climb 4 stories and then not be able to kill the boss, right? Yeah, so fully understand he doesn't want to do
not what you want to do. Oh, the real mirror now for brogor. Over, I believe this is the eastern area. That's huge.
Nice sphere, like 0/1 locations. We've got Saha, we got the mirror, we got the boots at the well. Just like a state light world.
I got so confused. I was like, why has that tree there on Andy's screen? That's supposed to be an item to look at, but no, we're in Dark World. It's green.
No, we're definitely Dark World.
Palette shuffle doing me dirty here because we're not an inimizer.
Yeah, the little like race game dude that says you got 15 seconds also looks a little bit different as well. Maybe that's his true Dark World form. A lot of digs though, by the way.
It is, but it's for a small key. Is it an important one? Turtle Rock, I'd say maybe.
Yeah,
depends on where that
very possible.
That back entrance is.
Right.
All right, brogor, we're going to dash down. Give us the flute 5 spot. This will be the last entrance over here. We'll probably see a save and quit unless it's a connector. It's the other side of Hookshot Cave.
Hilarious. All right, okay, well, we resolved that. So.
Skullwoods map for Andy. Already having been there. Probably won't know what that is unless we get a map check. But brogor now doing South Dark World. This is probably going to put him on the path, potentially, that Andy was on. Andy did not go into Desert here, so we will see brogor do this. He'll be able to get 2 items instead of just the 1, so it's a little more appealing.
Yeah. We're gonna see this this torch item, which is only 20 rupees. Yeah, we're we don't need that money anymore. And then we're also going to see, I believe, one of the other desert connectors, maybe Desert Main. That's my guess, but brogor can pick whatever he wants. Okay. Speaking of Castle Tower, useless lumberjack, we have the first chest of Castle Tower.
Yeah, we're gonna at least get that. We are gonna get that Desert Main. That is Desert Right. That is sort of useless to us. Hyrule Castle small key for Andy. We kind of like seeing that, only sometimes.
Yeah.
For logical purposes.
Right. Yeah. But we haven't done Tower Castle at all at this point, so I think it'll be pretty convenient. We can just basically do everything. And with that very convenient mirror scroll, we can actually just we can go to Dark Cross, mirror back, we can go to Zelda Cell, mirror back. We don't have to worry about death warping and then getting back to whatever, so.
Sick Kid down here at the Hype Cave entrance, and in addition to all this, brogor not getting punished for going through those connectors, gets to resolve Smoke's Rock early without the glove, and puts him right here in the path to get the Moon Pearl and go through some connectors.
Yeah, that's right.
And he'll be able to actually, like, he could get led away here. We could go out the bottom and then with that real mirror come back in, and we don't know where the middle paradox entrance is just yet.
Right.
Now, the other side, I guess he's not coming back in because the rock. But we could see him hover across here too. That's another thing to consider.
I did forget about the out of sequence break here. Yeah, because Andy, when he was over here, we didn't have any way to cross that pretty large chasm. But yeah, brogor, we've seen him do his job at Hookshot Cave. He definitely has the power to.
So Andy finding another connector, somehow managed to get on the mountain. We did hover across. That's a Skullwoods key. Andy not going to take the Elder connector. Instead, going to opt for all the entrances here. Finds Bonk Rocks. Gets a compass for his troubles. That's Skullwoods. Nice
light world.
So now we are locked out. This is kind of bad for brogor early game, at least. However, The good news is Brogor has a little bit of something leading him back there. You know, he did forego the 5 items into TR, or sorry, into TR now, but the 5 items in Paradox.
Yeah, and Brogor also, he does know of a Dark World connector over to the east side, right? We saw him earlier, kind of bunny walking the pyramid, and to like in the pod area. So he could actually just go back over there. He's got the pearl now. He's got the mirror now. Top of the castle, like he can fully access.
That's true. Speaking of castle,
like pod interest. Yes, that's right. We found Hyrule Castle. Very convenient to have the small key. So Andy's gonna be able to full clear out everything. But yeah, I'm really glad to see both, of course, Andy and Brogor making progress in their own right, because I think they're making substantial, picking up really good items. But we know, of course, that the boots are well within Andy's capabilities in order to go get in Kakariko. We just haven't been back there, so it's just a little sad seeing him kind of
walk around.
Yeah, pug walking.
No zoomies this morning for this pug. And we are in TR, a little out of logic, but we love to get checks done in an efficient manner, rather. It's too early to talk. But we're gonna get, what's it, Crystal Roller? Gonna get that handled.
Crystal Roller's here. Yeah, still out of logic right now. Yeah, we got the pod key though. It's pretty good.
Yeah, we'll take that. This could lead Brogor to the hammer if he decides to go the full distance. It looks like he is going to go a bit of it. One downside of this is that he is going to be stuck with no permanent weapon. Does have a bow. Going to be a little tough. And the other bow for Andy.
The other bow in Zelda Cell. Oh my gosh. Our Andy's getting some really great weaponry here. He's got the hammer. He's got Samaria. He's got a bow. He's got a sword. These are probably the more important ones.
Yeah. I mean, while we're kind of walking around here, you know, this is the 1-0 matchup, or one of the many versions of this. Swiss week 2, you know, Andy last week defeating Breadcoon to advance to the 1-0 pool, and Brogor defeating Baja Blood in week 1 as he picks up his Swamp Big Key.
Yeah, to check the settings, the overlap, as we kind of alluded to before, those of you who watched week 1 for Andy. Here, small key. Okay, can't do that.
He's using this key and going to the back. I like the play.
Where was Sank again? Remind me.
Sank is... There's the hammer for Brogor. Sank is actually vanilla today.
Oh, okay. This is actually, pretty good. I mean, it's in logic. Oh, sorry. It's in logic. Asterisk.
No, I'm gonna die if he gets a glove. If he gets a glove,
exactly.
I'm gonna go to work.
Yeah.
No key drop on this today. This is just normal cross keys, yet again, but with mirror scroll.
Yeah. I'm wondering. We're assuming where this lamp is. We might have been expected to do this. So.
Possibly 1 arrow, a big key to Eastern. Love to see that. We have the full Zelga care package now when we find Eastern.
Yeah, super nice to see. We have 2 separate bows for those of you who maybe are just joining us. Brogor got it from Hovering Hookshot Cave, certainly sequence break, and then Andy got his in logic with the Hyrule Castle, small key, and Zelda Cell.
There's that spiral cave entrance for Brogor. Is he gonna go? No, he is not. He knows where that comes out at. Not really interested in it. Saha here for Andy. Gonna find out our green pendant. That is Swamp Palace. So we have that big key. We've drained the dam. Now we just kind of hope we never see that small key if you're the runners at this point.
Yeah.
And Eastern over here.
Oh, Eastern. Oh, Brogor. We got Brogor indecision. Oh, but we're going in. This is probably isolated enough for Brogor right now, like far enough away from home that he's probably willing to do this. But of course, we just saw Andy pick up a pretty distant Eastern Palace big key, though. So when Andy finds Eastern, we're gonna be able to full clear this, but we'll see. We'll see what ends up, what brogor ends up finding. And no, there are no pseudo big keys. We can't just get, half of a big key or something. Open the big chest.
Don't give us any ideas, Clear Mouse.
You're right. I should not say that.
Would love to start with all pseudo big keys.
Just open the big chest only, or maybe
that or the boss
yeah.
door. Take your pick. Pick your poison. All right, so Andy now going to be checking all these fun chicks here in Kakariko. Going to get the bad news that he missed out on the boots literally like 2 seconds into the game.
This is somewhat assuming that we will not get carried away from Kakariko to be another connector. I don't think I saw anything on brogor's side earlier. I don't also remember if he also came all the way down here, but yeah. But yes, Andy's going to be able to get his other goodies, I think that brogor found as well in Kakariko. But yeah, more importantly, he's gonna get those boots. Hopefully not feel bad.
Oh no, we'll get a reaction. He's enjoying that coffee right now, but we'll get a little bit of a reaction out of the guy. All right, into the dark room here for brogor. Has to get the key on the right side. Gets it done. Doesn't have that sword that Andy found. That was in Skullwoods. brogor just getting that pearl not too terribly long ago.
All right, last check in Eastern Palace. We have Monkey 2, GT. Okay. Question value. I mean, certainly very can get you to some more places for sure. First, we'd find GT, so you're really not going to turn it down, but certainly not the first thing you can get. All right, brogor's going to go back to his 5 items that he left behind in favor to go explore some connectors.
Yeah, gonna get the hover set up. Does unfortunately take a fall, so gonna have to run up now.
I mentioned something about being carried away from Kakariko.
He'll be fine. This is he found upper, so he's walking back out into Kakariko.
Right. Okay.
So question, what was in Hookshot Cave? We did find, I think, a couple keys, or 1 key at least, but I know there was a bow there as well, but Andy kind of negated that by finding the other bow in Zelda Cell. So both of them are accounted for in this seed. The runners each have a different one.
Yeah, I would imagine that both runners would get silvers here. The chances of Andy getting silvers earlier than brogor is much higher.
Huge here. Huge.
Oh my god. I forgot about the fact that we got the GT big and another GT small key on Andy's side in Blind's Hut that brogor already has with Samari. Well, we can't do anything on right side except tile room, it looks like.
Well, the thing here is, though, Andy never went out that mid, and this is a lot of entrances. So brogor's going to get a lot of information here. He's going to get it quickly. Does have the hammer on his first trip here, as well as the boots. He knows how to hover. He knows how to bomb jump. So he'll be able to do left side if he wants to. That's a lot of items. None of them are going to be like exactly in logic per se, but could be of a major value to him.
Yeah. And if we happen to find a fire source of some type, either the lamp or the fire rod, maybe fire rod is preferred, we can do right side GT. We could climb for those one trickers. Andy's real thrilled about getting those boots.
So he's so thrilled his eyes are about to pop out of his head of, oh man, I'm behind.
Yeah.
$300 on the torch here for brogor. Gonna pick that up.
Yeah, we're set for cash for the rest of the seed. We got Zora money, we got Kiki money. We already did all the dig game other stuff. We got potion money if we wanted. Very smooth hovering, brogor side.
Yeah, absolutely.
He knows what to do with the boots.
CT small for Brogor in that first chest. A desert small. We love to see those. That's going to get us those right side chests. $20 and the compass to Eastern Palace. Not the one you're looking for, right, Clear Mouse?
No. We only look for the Thief Sound one. It's just so much more helpful, right? You get to count along in the dungeons, and then when you inevitably leave the Thief Sound big chest behind, and you finish on 7 out of 8, it's just it's gonna be the copium you're gonna have to live with.
Okay. Well, now I know the lore.
Another TR Smoky. In map chest, which I think also does save Brogor maybe some effort in order to go back and killing the Pokey.
Andy gonna do the whole hook shot experience. We'll see if his hovers are awake this morning.
All right, we got the important weapon chest out of the Hookshot Cave, which is, of course, silvers. Very helpful this early stage, especially when our other weapons, maybe mine's that hammer, don't do as much damage. Andy, look at that, adjusting mid-hover so he doesn't necessarily bonk on a pot. Very impressive.
Also want to call out Brogor's play there. It was pretty sick, utilizing that hammer. You see that a lot more from runners now, especially the upper tier runners, and using that to line that up, the hammer dash rather, to line that bomb jump up. It's perfect. Yeah,
really great to see in this case how resourceful people can be. I don't think that Brogor necessarily plays a lot of swordless. It is something that you probably see more in that mode, but also CrossKeys can be pretty notorious, right? We saw Andy didn't get the boots for 30 minutes. Brogor's probably not going to get the sword for longer, probably. So you really got to make do with what you have.
Gotta be resourceful. Andy gonna get his mirror. No head shake there. Kind of thought we might see a little reaction from that, but not too much.
I think Brogor forgot to get the big chest.
He did.
Was gonna,
Maybe decides to go back.
Yeah. I'm assuming we're gonna run out of ice armos.
Maybe we do the fabled climb and somehow light the torches with our ice rod.
I guess Brogor doesn't want to use his bow. That he definitely has, right? I mean, this is also fine.
I respect it.
Armos is okay.
All right, Andy gonna be finding Pod here as he bonks open these rocks. 3 chests for Brogor, compass, 2 GT, a glove, huge, and flippers.
Ooh.
So technically out of logic, but what can that tell us about this seed?
Maybe Swamp's a pendant.
Oh, we know.
Cute. Oh no, you're right.
It is.
Swamp is a pendant. Yes, you're right. Maybe we don't need these flippers until super late. Oh, another pod key? How many pod keys do we have right now? We have 5 on Brogor's side.
Yeah, we have a lot of pod keys for him.
Where the heck is he gone? Because Andy's finding pod. He's a poultry too. He is going to be able to get a lot of stuff though in pod, especially with this very nice hover on the right side, saving some time. Next map to this dungeon is a crystal. All right, Brogor with save and quit. We'll see where his next play is going to take us. He does have normal Dark World access now with that glove that he's found. That's pretty big. Ice Rod now for Andy. We're going back to Hera. This is going to let us beat the dungeon. That'll give us 2 chests up top, 3 counting the boss item. Now, I don't think Brogor had enough keys first time here, so this will be new and exciting information in the back of Palace of Darkness. Andy gonna be bombing open the maze. Does not have a big key or a lamp.
We see that hammer dash setup again from Brogor. Gonna get over the pit. Gonna get 20 bucks out of that big chest.
Yeah, nothing really exciting here in the Tower Fair. It is a crystal, so we're going to be able to beat the boss, as you said, and then claim our first prize. And get a crystal on the board for Brogor.
Yeah, 35 or so minutes in. It's not going to be too bad for CrossKeys. Sometimes those first crystals can be a bit of a ways out. One thing we did notice, we kind of maybe glossed over just a bit, but Andy did get the Hera small, no fire source to utilize that yet. So whenever he comes here, if he has that fire source, he might be able to check basement. But for now, Brogor is going to leave that behind. But first crystal on the board.
And meanwhile, Andy finishing up the back of pod, I believe it just only looked like money back there. So really not very much value. I forgot where all the pod keys were on Brogor's side that Andy doesn't have, but I think at least the compass chest and like basement, or like those chests are unlocked with at least the key wise. So really not much value. And Brogor, I guess, like he knows where pod is. He might try to be holding out for that pod big key.
Oh yeah, I would be too. Andy gonna be making his way into Hera now, so probably gonna see him clear this out.
I do find it interesting that regardless of where Andy is, regardless of how much health he has, until he got that heart refill, he's just been constantly and teetering on this like half a heart, one heart. We've probably heard more heart beeps on his side than not heart beeps. So glad to see in this case that Andy's taking care of himself more. You know, especially.
You know what we didn't hear though? We didn't hear double heart beeps.
Oh my gosh. Let us hope that Andy never succumbs to the dark side.
We're gonna take the brothers connector, and this is gonna put us on the TR bridge. So we're gonna get a couple of entrances here. Gonna be able to mirror check the Mimic Cave entrance here for Brogor. This is going to be Agina's Cave. One item awaits us. Andy picking up his CT small. Brogor with both of those. No need for us to complete that today, but having one should get us to our item. Nothing of consequence there in Agina's Cave.
Yeah, just a heart piece. They do add up, as we've seen on Andy's side. For example, when we can get our heart refill at just the clutch time, so we don't have to worry about scaling the tower on the heart piece of encouragement. But yes, I don't think that if you told them there was a heart piece in Agina right there, they probably would not take the time and effort to go get it.
All right, crystal one for Andy, gonna even things up. C-shaped house for Brogor, a piece of heart. So nothing of consequence there. We'll see if he decides to go back and maybe do the Zora area, or if he's gonna, I'd assume he'd have pulled a bomb out if he was gonna jump down, but looks like we are gonna go back and do Zora as well as Waterfall.
Yeah, getting these flipper checks done. Not quite sure, I guess, quite what the logic is going to be, but we really just really need that third GT small key. And plus, there's a lot of extra density here. So I'm sure that Brogor is pretty happy doing this stuff now.
I mean, Andy's playing this seed. There's a lot of density in this race.
He must have picked up a Desert Palace big key somewhere, which I missed, because here we are checking Desert big.
Yeah, Skullwood small, nothing of too major consequence. But heart piece on Zora Ledge, 800 bucks in Brogor's pocket. Gonna make an investment here. We're playing the market. We can't get a Solski hammer from Zora today, but maybe we'll get a lamp, a fire rod, a hook shot.
Sword? I'd be good for sword.
A compass?
A compass? That is the good compass. I will pay any amount of money for that compass. Brogor may not feel the same way, but
passed away. Incredible. Andy getting the news.
Yeah, that we'll probably never see a desert Desert Main. Certainly not going into Desert Main entrance. We may not probably use Desert Left or Desert Right either. Okay, yeah, brogor, coming back in a pod. We are gonna go get, I think we can get everything here, right?
We can. Everything except the big chest.
Yeah, and the boss, right? Mhm.
Right. Andy gonna be going into Eastern with that full package. Ooh, a mushroom here in pod.
Yeah,
That's something Andy's left behind. Something to keep an eye on. Dare I say, it could be pivotal there for brogor.
Yeah, and not getting big key chest the first time. This is what I've seen from previous races. Because it's slightly like kind of less convenient to get on its own. Like if you have an extra key, you might want to go to the back. If you only have one extra key, you have to kind of maybe pick between Harmless Hellway and big key chest.
Yeah.
So hoping that we're not gonna have to come into these somewhat awkward situations.
Well, we are kind of crossing over each other's footsteps here. The further we go into pod and Eastern for Andy and brogor. Again, this is the 1-0 pool week 2, and it's just CrossKeys, but we added in a mirror scroll for the settings this week. So we have the mirror itself by this point of the race, so it's of no consequence, at least at this point. But it did save them a few steps earlier. That's a sword for brogor.
That is a very nice sword. I'm sure brogor is very happy to see that sword. 6 pod key locked. Yeah, mirror scroll was something that some of the other, so it's always been indoors, like regular door rando, just so sometimes it's actually required to use in order to get out of the dungeon, because depending on the nature of how things are shuffled, you could be stuck in a dead end with no way out.
Yeah.
So they kind of ported that idea over to non-doors, just basically to save you the effort of having to death warp all the time. It was a very nice addition. And yes, both of these guys are in dark mode. We have no lamp. It is midnight.
It'd be nice
probably somewhere.
if we had that, but we don't.
Yeah, I think it's nice for a variety of reasons, right? Also, of course, for the viewers, we get to see what's actually going on the screen, but also that lamp as a fire source will open up other things like Terra Basement, for example, GT Climb, for example. All right, that was the extent of the content that both Andy and brogor have seen. We're going to see now some Andy exclusive, going back to Armos. Surely Andy will remember to use the silver arrows this time.
There's going to be a lot of exclusivity here because we're getting brogor exclusive content as well right now with this Desert Small.
Okay.
We're going to go right side, half magic. That's nice to have, not a requirement though. Although if you have a skill issue, it might actually be required. And a big key could be huge. That's pod.
Oh my gosh.
We got some slashes of rage.
Well, he was just there.
Yeah, time to go back.
Was that Desert Small key out of casting? That wasn't in pod, right? Andy
No, I
doesn't have it.
forgot where that was. That was actually, I believe, in GT. I could be wrong.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
But we are going to go with that book into Desert. We may see Andy do that as well. But new item and new entrance coming hot and heavy. Heart piece for Andy on the boss. It's a crystal and no value on that entrance. Two crystals for Andy out of the 7 we need. We have found Ganon. We know where he is today. He's just doing a big chill over by the blacksmith hut.
Yeah, Andy in the vicinity, as you mentioned. We're going to do the exact same thing with the book. brogor's going to go back to the backup escape with that glove he got behind Ice Armos, not having to go and through the darkness. Yep, that is his Eastern Palace Biggie. I'm sure brogor's feeling really great, by the way. He couldn't get a bomb when he first was in the well super early, and then he found a bomb shop like 3 screens later. Just found the Eastern Palace Biggie after going through Eastern. Just found the pod Biggie after going through pod. It's a CrossKeys experience, is what some might say.
It's content.
Okay. No miss currently. So no King's Tomb check. That is boot flaunt, but we can get the bonk rocks.
Andy going back through the Paradox Cave. We are going to get some of these glove checks, like you were saying, on Brogor's side. Gluon, thank you so much for the tier 1 resub, 16 months. Appreciate you. This is not Waterfall, but Pyramid Fairy. No major items there, but we do get another one to check off our list.
Andy finding his way into GT, kind of similar to what Brogor did earlier. Unfortunately, still, like 20 minutes later, we still do not have that fire source. We're not going to find one in GT either. So we're both going to have to come back if we want right side or the climb.
Yeah. Oh, Brogor's finally going back for the well here. I forgot about this. I thought he already did it.
No, this thing maybe has been weighing on his mind for quite some time.
The look of shock on his face right now, too, as he sees it as a compass that he could have skipped.
That's how I'd imagine Catfish feels like whenever he gets a visitor. It's like, I can't believe people are here.
Andy gonna get, there's that desert small up here. And his second castle tower small. So we're kind of on mostly even footing at this stage. I guess one key difference would be that pod big going to be in desert. We'll see if Andy utilizes that desert right key, or small key rather, at some point. We're finally getting the flute 2 check. It is no value, but this will be a chance for Brogor to turn in this mushroom. I believe he did, based on the tiny distorted green check mark.
Yes.
Okay.
He did. Yeah, and of course, we did find the potion shop earlier. I'm certainly, at least on Brogor's side, I remember him trading in that fairy for the green potion. So he can go and check it out. And yeah, as you mentioned, that's going to be one of those questionable or question mark items.
Yeah.
That was in Big Key Chest of Pod.
Another GT small.
That actually might be enough to put Ice Armos in Logic then, with everything. Assuming we didn't need the lamp.
Well, we'd need a hook. Or we'd need.
Oh, right. Good point. Yes,
yeah.
We do need that. We need something else.
All right, we got a bit of a pausers here on Brogor's side.
Okay, don't quite see anything in the race room. Maybe he was just momentarily called out or something. Maybe he was just thinking real hard about where he wants to go.
I've learned if you think too hard, sometimes you just you think yourself into a corner. At least me.
Yeah. Don't give yourself too much rope, because only bad things can happen. Yes.
Yeah. All right, Andy going to be going to that big chest before going to Ice Armos. So save and quit. Brogor changing his mind. Going to decide to go somewhere else. Sometimes, finding your route. Sometimes you have to ask for directions. And by that, I mean, you got to look at your tracker and be like, okay, where are these connectors? Like, where can I go here? But he does have the normal, maybe that was what he's realizing. He has normal Dark World access, so he is going to head here.
You also have to turn down your radio, out of curiosity, when you're like in a new neighborhood and driving around trying to figure out like where you're supposed to be going.
I don't do it it's like, I do it, but I only do it because I don't want my music blasting and scaring all these people that may or may not be outside. Glove and flippers for Andy. A bug net. Hey, it's what, vanilla?
Vanilla bug net. That's right.
But, it doesn't, cutting the radio down doesn't help you see any better. What are we, 80?
Psychologically, it makes me think I think better.
It does. There is some, you can hear yourself think a little better.
Yeah. Okay,
right.
Dark World Bonk Rocks. We found Misery Mire. No big key, unfortunately. Could be here in the dungeon though, but Brogor
very well could
a lot
be.
to do.
So, we're missing TR left. Don't really have to find that, but we could go out of it and figure out where we want to go. we still need to locate Skullwood's Back and Thieves Town. Other than that, we have found an entrance to all dungeons at this stage.
Yeah, I think we also maybe need some knowledge about which ones are pendants and crystals. We do know the Swamp Palace, after talking to Saha, is our green pendant, but I don't think we have seen any other signs of the red or blue pendants.
Correct. No fire source. So not going to be able to do left side of Mire just yet. We do have Desert Back. That was asked in chat. We have located it. That is near the pod area. Brogor found that kind of early with a bunny adventure.
Right. That's probably a Dark Lake, Hylia, like ferry, right outside pod.
Right outside the pod, yeah. Another check here for Brogor. Going to be opening this chest left of big chest. That's a shield. I think we have found all 3 at this stage. Another pod key for Andy. There's some of those pod keys we were talking about, Clear Mouse. There's the Swamp Small. So now you have some decisions to make at some point.
Yeah, Swamp is also just in Kakariko, bush covered house, so it's pretty easy to get back to. We have the big key, we got flippers, we got the small key, but we don't have the hook shot. I mean, there are a lot of I don't know, so I don't think I want to go here yet type of reasons.
Now Andy does have the opportunity here. If he goes down this connector, he's going to come out on top of Dark Mountain again. Brogor has not found this yet, so he can mirror and he'll get a few entrances up here. This will be of some benefit, potentially. There's several available to him. We can check this item as well. Brogor going to also give us, that's shovel for Andy. Nice. K45 entrance for Brogor, brand new and exciting. It's Mini Moldrum Cave, so there's a chance for it to be exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very nice switch, by the way, for Brogor. Using the Ether Medallion. Arguably the fastest way in order to clear these things out, especially with this equipment.
Oh, it's a fire source. Oh, dude, if the fire rod's in here too, that's going to be,
oh my gosh,
the most exciting cave.
Oh my gosh, Daaanty. Have you played this game before, out of curiosity?
Oh man, I just knew that with that being kind of out of the way and on a path that Andy had already done, that it might be a bit before he gets there.
It might be, yeah. By the way, this is another Brogor just in Mire. We couldn't do left side without a fire source, and then here we are. We got both fire sources in one go. I guess it's probably not going to happen though until the Mire Bicky shows up. But yeah, as you did allude to, it might be a while before Andy goes back to K45 because we've already done Stumpy, we've already done Dig Game. Gonna need another reason to go back there. And Andy is quite preoccupied with the number of things that are still open to him that are very good options.
Yeah, we'll be able to go back up here as he is doing. We'll be able to get that heart container. Healthy boy. He's been playing too much Gloom mode. He doesn't need hearts at this point.
Exactly.
We'll be able to check Ether Tablet. That's a big key to Skull, and we're not going to be able to pick that up just yet unless he pulls a sword out of here.
Unfortunately,
not an item cave.
Sell sword? Yeah, they don't sell swords here. It's not retro mode. It's not take any sword caves. Yeah, between Andy and Brogor, we've only seen 2 swords. One was in the back of Skullwoods, in Bicky Chest, that Andy had gone to super early. Brogor might go there. And the other one's Pod in Harmless Hellway. And yes, they are 2 separate swords in Andy and Brogor's possession.
Andy finding a dark room. See, I think he's going to be able to deduce which one it is. All right, the potion shop item or the mushroom item not of any value. Andy going to be dropping down mid. That's not a useful entrance.
All right, looks like the mountain. Not very worthwhile our time. It's a bunch of fairy fountains and shops where I think we're pretty good at this point, especially Andy taking the extra time to get a capacity fairy. We've got extra bombs and arrows. Probably don't need to do this anymore for the rest of the game.
True enough. Interesting that Andy found Bumper Cave and maybe they've seen upper and I missed that, but no one took that.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing that either. Could be wrong, of course, but yeah, that is going to be probably something that they can go do. Dark Flute 5, I don't think we've seen yet.
We haven't. That's
okay.
Hyrule Castle left. Andy going to potentially go out mid. This will be new and exciting information. It puts us in a really bad spot. I questioned this. He's doing it because he wants to check this, and maybe he thinks he can get back quick enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's getting 2 items, so it's worthwhile. There's a Skullwoods compass there for Brogor.
Yeah, it looks like Andy's going to be able to route some of the stuff in with the North Light World. Some of the boots checks, maybe. He's already done backup escape, so we don't have to do anything further out than that. This might be Andy's trip over to the Zora area, do some water checks. We might actually see the intended way going to Zora without the flippers.
Maybe.
Imagine lifting rocks these days.
Incredible.
Okay, or not. We're just gonna save and quit out and end our route here after getting our GT small key. One place I think we haven't been to on Andy and Brogor's side, I believe, is actually top of the castle, like when you mirror on Pyramid.
That's true. That's still at large, and very well could be a large play. They have not a Master Sword, but they do have the cape. They can get through that barrier. It's not inverted this week, thank God. Yeah, we can get to the left and right entrances. Easy peasy. We'll probably see Andy do that here in a bit, but gonna check pod entrance. This is something Brogor was not able to do on his first visit due to no Moon Pearl.
That's right. Fish and monkeys don't go well together. It's one of those logic puzzles, right? Here you got the hay, the sheep, and the wolf or something. You gotta like try and cross all of them like across the river. And yeah, you can't put the sheep and the wolf together. That's exactly how it is. With
it creates a monkey that steals 110 rupees from you. Oh, and that is Thieves Town.
Okay, we are here. We have the hammer. We have no Thieves Town small key, but we have Thieves Town big key.
Small could be here.
Very well could be.
Now, I know we've seen the Hyrule Castle items that Brogor's about to get, so no Thieves Town small going to be showing up there. But if Brogor gets that Thieves Town small before coming back here, could be big. You know, a lot of could be's at this stage still. You know, we're an hour in almost, and a lot of times it's not clear cut who's in the lead, but maybe someone has an advantage. And at this point, I mean, honestly, it's very neck and neck. No one really has something to pull them ahead. That Bombos is interesting.
That Bombos gets Andy into Ice Palace, which he has seen. So
yeah, and Brogor also can do that because he has that fire rod. You know, Andy would probably much more prefer to see the fire rod.
Yeah, and Brogor also has half magic from Desert Right Side, of course, along with the pod big key. That was over there as well. And you did mention this earlier. Whenever Andy kind of gets over there, he needs to capitalize on this Desert Small Key. Those would be very beneficial for Andy or anyone for that matter, when they decide to go into Ice Palace.
With the lamp, this is going to be, and the boots, quicker, easier, faster,
and viewable.
Yeah. More content, more pixels on the screen for us.
We can actually see this.
Andy looking for a red lamp or a red fire rod, but does pull a red mail. Yeah, and that's nice, but that'll make the cold stare fight on Fighter Sword a little more comfy.
Yeah, certainly safer for sure. And that means if it's yeah, exactly. So you can maybe hold on that endurance battle just a little bit longer, because you don't because every hit you take doesn't do as much damage to you. All right, Brogor gonna get north Death Mountain here. Still, unfortunately, with no sword from Skullwood's big key chest, he is also not going to be able to get Ether Tablet, the prize.
Not going to be able to get the Skullwoods big. All right, so no Thieves Town small available to us in Thieves Town. So Andy going to be orphaning this check. You can say goodbye to it. It'll probably be an actual last location at this point. The other thing we don't know, Clear Mouse, is this a pendant or is it a crystal? Like, we don't have a map for it.
Right.
We don't have full info. We don't even know where our second pendant is. So there's a high chance, higher than normal, I'd say, that this is a pendant. It could be a full-on waste, but only time will tell. 3 more hits on this final head. We'll get an item for our troubles, though. Oh, it's a Master Sword. And it is a pendant, so I don't know. Is that whole dungeon worth a Master Sword at this point?
It is probably effectively tempered. I do imagine Andy getting over to Harmless Hellwig before the seed ends. But yeah, I don't know. Like, if you knew it was a pendant, would you actually have done it? Probably not. But it's so far, like, it's so far. Like the pod entrance is just so. It's just so far.
That's
removed.
tough. It's really tough with 2 Fs, not just 1. So it's a tough decision. Speaking of pod, brogor going to be going back into pod now. We know it's a crystal, so this is going to give him crystal 2. Has that big key, going to be able to go all the way to the boss. Andy's like, oh, I could do the back of desert, but I don't have a fire source.
Yeah, unfortunate. We know where apparently both fire sources are. They're emitting multiple cave that brogor found earlier at K45, which Andy might be kind of on his way-ish there, maybe. We'll see. Ice Palace might be on the sooner side for him, though, because that is going to be a dungeon that he can clear. No big key, which means that we are going to have to leave another big chest potentially behind, but that might be okay.
You know, given the way we saw the runners get items such as the mirror and everything else and the moon pearl, I'm genuinely shocked that Andy's the first one to check top of pyramid. I thought brogor would make his way over here because he knew how to get here. Oh, that's Spike Cave. That is gross.
Andy's gonna check out what its other entrance is. Maybe it'll be slightly better.
The chicken hut.
Okay.
That's better. It's quick. Okay, well, we might need that. We might need to get into TR. It's a very low probability at this point, but we may. Andy gonna get the fairy little. I thought he was gonna get it out, maybe try to catch it, but I think he's just gonna take the death. He thought he had the fairy out. That was funny.
Unfortunate.
A little bit of a time sink with that cutscene, but gonna get a hard container for his troubles.
Yeah, looks like though he does want to run out of Spike Cave.
Yeah.
And continue on his Dark World route. So this
really
actually
clean
maybe
fight from brogor too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, silvers make things, especially the second phase of Helma, go super smoothly.
Yeah, crystal count evened up at 2. Slight differential there with 1 being pod, 1 being eastern. But Hera for both of them. That's all of pod cleared for brogor. Ice Red K for Andy, gonna be a small key. Oh no!
Oh no!
The Thieves Town small rears its ugly head.
Oh no!
I'm passed away, and so is Andy.
Just take your, we've got the copium train on high. We don't need that. Thieves Town big chest for our pendant? No, no, of course not. Oh my gosh.
I'm loving it. That's a good question in chat. Did Brogor do the big chest of pod? I don't think he did. He didn't have the big key when he went in there last, so he's orphaned that.
I believe he just went to do Helma, right? Like, even according to his personal tracker.
There's one item.
There's one item, yeah, exactly.
Maybe that's calculated.
Yeah, maybe he, like, go at the back, right? And give that big chest. It's actually a pretty big time commitment, so maybe he just doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, Andy's starting to run out of options at this stage. So I kind of expect to see him maybe... He would have to go Ice Palace, like we talked about, with that Bombos. But with no fire source, until he gets to 45, he is kind of locked. That's going to be a map, and that is to Swamp. We already know that's a green pendant, but that is a crystal there in Desert Palace today. So that will be... Crystal 3 out of 7. We're getting closer and closer. Clear Mouse Andy didn't pick up the compass.
I don't know why. He spent 500 rupees on it. Like, that's the single most expensive thing you can buy in this game, and you don't even want to take the time to pick it up. And okay, by the way,
live his life.
You're right. No judgment here.
Yeah. So Andy at the South Dark World portal. He's got a couple options here. We could go check the Bombos tablet, but looks like we are going to go into Sick Kid. He's going to get his bug net. No consequence here for him. But now, his next decision is important.
Yeah, like this looks like, okay, this is looking promising for Mini Moldorm Cave in Cave 45. I was going to say he could go north and do Mire like Brogor did. But yeah, it looks like, well, there's nothing really else over here for him. So he could just stay in Dark World and then, yeah, go over to Mini Moldorm Cave and that'll be his fire sources.
All right, 3 bombs on Bombos tablet, so no value there. Andy, gonna go back in here. He'll get his pod big. So this will be good for Andy.
Brogor's trying really hard to get the super speed.
Yeah, if you come off with a diagonal, or go onto it, it doesn't usually like to activate. Especially even if you're in the spin speed state, but it gets it done. Half magic, and now that pod big for Andy.
Yeah.
So we're looking at a situation where, you know, Skullwoods could be a pendant. We're missing one, and it's between Skull, Ice, and Mire. Now they have the Ice map. The question's going to be, do they ever want to check their map? Because again, that's a time commitment.
It is, yeah. Maybe it could be kind of a quick 1 to 2 second flash up the, do I need to go do this dungeon before I start diving?
Yeah, Andy going to be going to Mire here. I think we see him dive this, honestly. Oh no, he's leaving.
Yeah. What a face.
All right, so this is good for Brogor. Heading north. He is going to get his Thieves Town small, and he has not gone to Thieves Town. You know what it is? It's a pivotal moment because he very well could pull something major, like a big key of progression. Andy gonna get his mushroom. This will be something that could be a time waste, commitment, investment, opportunity. Now, Andy probably gonna go check the big chest because he's probably gonna go get that sword that's in Hellway.
Yeah, for sure.
He doesn't know it's a sword, but we do. Oh, Pendant Ice Palace. So now do you avoid ice? That's Brogor's not going to have full info there, but now we do.
kind of unfortunate, right? Because I mean, maybe also if you're a little bit more cynical, expected the 2 dungeons that we can get the most value or items out of, they're both pendants. It's like Pendant Thieves Town. Brogor's gonna be able to full clear that place out, and then he's gonna grab a pendant for his troubles.
So I mean, even with the fire source that Andy could be getting soon, that Brogor has, oh, that's a big key to. Oh no! Well, it's not required, right? Like you can beat it, but unless something's in the chest.
Yeah, but it's kind of like the Thieves Town small key that Brogor doesn't have, right? Like Andy couldn't get Thieves Town big chest, and Brogor's not gonna be able to get Ice Palace big chest in their respective pendant dungeons, and it's like, oh no. Oh, I'm so sad. Ice Palace big key. Andy knows where Ice Palace is. Brogor did a map check to see that Ice Palace is a pendant. I don't believe Andy knows that it's a pendant.
He does not. So each of them missing different pendant information. Brogor now with the Eastern Big, gonna make his second trip through, gonna be able to get the big chest and gonna beat the dungeon itself. So things that, we're still missing. We need a TR Big and a Meyer Big for Go mode. We do not technically need a hookshot this seed, Clear Mouse.
Yeah, maybe do we even need it for logic? I'm trying to think what was
logic,
in the back of
logic. Yes, we definitely need it for logic.
Right. There was a desert small key in Stalfos room. That's hookshot locked. Sure, there were other. That was like our only glove, I think, was maybe also back there.
Like very possible to see a hookshot show up, say, front of ice or something,
or front of swamp. One of those.
Yeah. I guess it could. I guess it technically could now, since we found a fire rod and we could go right side. So interesting. A lot of options still at play here.
Yeah, we have not found the back of Skull Woods, right? That's our last crystal, to our knowledge.
Yes. Okay, we do need to find that too. You're absolutely right. So that could require mitts and a flute. We have exhausted all but. Unless they found the other end and I haven't seen it. I think Andy found the one end of Death Mountain Descent, but we haven't gone through it. We also found one end that I know of Bumper Cave. And I think that was also something Andy, or they both have found that was on the Dark Mountain, but no one has gone through it. So maybe they did find the other end. But we're going to get dueling boss fights as one starts, or one ends rather, another begins. And a crystal apiece for them. That's going to put Brogor at 4 and Andy going to be at 3. Andy not doing Meyer. So this is going to lead him to his fire rod. Maybe that's kind of putting him off from not doing Meyer at this stage due to I could go in, but I can't get left side.
Yeah, that could certainly be a pretty strong decision factor because so Meyer, I think you only get 6 items total without the big key, and then not having a lamp means you can get 4, and it's quite a long, it's a commitment.
This might be the Ice Palace play from Brogor. No, we're gonna go south. Andy in, about to get his goodies.
Ooh, yeah, he's happy.
He's happy, but he's also like, what do I do now?
All right, what does Brogor do? Okay, this might be a Skull Woods play. I was thinking about this earlier for Brogor. He can do also. He's got a lot of small keys, and I believe there's actually one fire rod locked entry in the back of Skull Woods that we haven't gotten a chance to check yet.
Yeah. Andy, get a check shovel here. This is one of those items we got on the mountain. Brogor has not found yet. $300 though, so no progression coming from that. This is just a full Village of Outcast check. I mean, do we go? Do you go out the left side though, Clear Mouse? I feel like that might be, from our vantage point of seeing 2 screens, that might be the play because it could be the connector we're missing to get to the Meyer area.
Yeah. Or otherwise, these mitts and flute have to show up somewhere.
Yeah.
We do have 2 fully clearable pendant dungeons, maybe even 3, depending on how you cut it. Available. you go dive one of those. Maybe if we're required. Maybe you go follow connectors.
Okay, so that's
a lot of unknowns.
we just saw it on Brogor's side. That is the other end of Death Mountain Descent. So that is of no value as far as the connector goes. But I think we do still have Bumper. I say that at least. Curious where Andy's going to be headed now. Oh, this is to Backup Desert. He is going to go clear this out, rack up another crystal.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense since he had just stumbled upon desert without a fire source, and then we're gonna go and see some things go burn or stabbed. Fortunately, Brogor is still here on Fighter Sword. We have not found a sword from Big Key Chest in Skullwoods or Blind. So he was not able to get the Skullwoods Big Key like an hour later, unfortunately, since we last saw the front of Skullwoods. So really no any different position than Andy was a little bit ago.
All right, Andy getting his fourth crystal, going to even things up now as far as the counter goes. So we've kind of hit that stage where, you know, I guess first person to maybe fine. Meyer big, TR big. That's going to be, and the Skullwoods entrance. Like, whatever the chain is to get all of that, that is going to be what we're missing, and going to be the linchpin that kind of just opens up the end game for us.
Yeah.
Now, Brogor actually going to utilize the Skullwoods visit, going to be able to do this entrance with that fire rod. Andy not having this luxury, unfortunately for Brogor, not a valuable entrance.
Yeah, Brogor also looks like he's gonna go check pedestal. The fact that we do have all 3 pendant dungeons open to us, fully available, might be something here. It is only a Meyer small key, maybe not even required.
That's kind of interesting. You know, that supposedly locks what, left side?
That's right. Yeah. Which, yeah, again, could be required technically if TR Big is over there. We don't need to go and beat all the pendants and be honest here. We can maybe just kind of skirt things under the rug a little.
Yeah. Now, one interesting thing here now with Andy checking these are not of major value, but they're going to be a bit of a time sink. So this is going to be good for Brogor. He's invested time in it and will not be penalized, so to speak, or punished.
Yeah, we'll be a parody. Yeah. Both runners did to do it.
Brogor going to be going into Turtle Rock here. There are 2 items, 3 for him because he has not done Compass Chest to the left, but we do have the Fire Rod mains over on the right side, and that's got 2 entire, count them, 2
just like
burgers.
Week 2 early?
Yeah.
Exactly. Where do you think this TR Big Key is going to be? Do you think we're gonna have to go find Meyer access?
Brogor's about to pull it.
Okay, all right, no problem.
Yeah, that's. I got one thing right. I could be brazen at this point.
Yeah. We're also seeing Brogor, having played this game once or twice before, knowing that he does not have the hook shot. He cannot go the normal way. We're gonna have to take an alternative route in order to light all the torches. Can't even exit early. Yeah.
A normal way, Andy gonna take GT to the right. All right, is Brogor gonna pull TR Big? No, not yet. Unfortunately, not at all. Not here, at least.
Yeah, I completely forgot about GT. Like the fact that we now have both fire sources. We can do right sides, what Andy's doing. We can also climb with the big key. With the fire source, the mini helmet chests are 0 small key locked. So once you get that fire source in the bow and the GT big key, which I believe were pretty early, then yeah, those chests are in logic. Do you happen to know what is behind Ganon today? Aga 2?
Oh man, if you hadn't asked, I probably could have told you.
I'm sorry.
We found Uncle. Let's see. Let's check the old drop down. It is. It is.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Brogor's also going to give us a new check that we hadn't seen for quite some time. Is Graveyard Ledge and King's Tomb. Had the mirror for a while, but no real greatness. We have the hook shot, by the way.
Oh, that's a big key to TR.
Oh my gosh, really? Wait. In Compass Room?
It is. And we're finding progression on both sides.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay, Brogor found the hook shot. Andy found the TR big. Andy, beaming ear to ear. Oh, it's a big smile. We are in Find Skullwoods go mode.
We need a Meyer big.
We need a Meyer big. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so hookshot is only good for Brogor if we need to go back a swamp. Yeah, if we go back, because I don't remember where that key was, and Andy doesn't have it. So
I remember seeing Brogor pick it up, and now I cannot remember.
Yeah,
where he
I remember it too. Maybe it's over here. Andy's running here.
Oh, it was a Meyer. Yeah. It was a Meyer's.
Oh, in Meyer. Okay.
That's right. Yeah, we were not happy to see that because I think well, no, I don't know what we knew about Meyer at the time. Yeah.
All right, so Brogor now going to be going through this connector. This is going to put him on the mountain. He doesn't know this is going to put him on the mountain. This could be Meyer for him. But if he goes in this, now he will be able to go get that Skullwoods big key. And that'll be another item kind of just available at some point.
Oh, he's going to get this Skullwoods big key.
Yeah.
Great. I did hear that, that big keys beget more big keys. So, if we subscribe to that guideline, Brogor's on the right track.
All right, Andy taking down Trinex. What is our reward today? It's a map. We don't need any more of those. We're not where we're going.
We definitely don't need that desert map since we've already beaten the dungeon on both sides. Yeah, but that on the board, that is crystal number, looks like 4? 5? 5.
5, yes. Oh, Brogor now back in the pot area. This is where we get to finally potentially rectify. He is going up. So we're going to do Thieves Town. And
we're going to do Thieves Town Big Chest.
That's right. Buckle up, buckaroo. We're going to find out if that's important. And I mean, it's not that much of a time investment either. So like, Andy never has played this game before. Went north. What a guy.
He recovered, realized his mistake early. Tiny hop from Kiki.
Let's go.
Here we are. Brogor finding Thieves Town. We didn't have a map for it. He does not know that it's going to be the last pendant. We only saw Swamp and Meyer on this side. We did the map check. So he's certainly very hopeful that it's going to be a crystal. But we will know the unfortunate tragic ending at the end. Speaking of crystals and pendants, we have not seen the bomb shop, right? 5-6 crystals guy?
We have not.
Interesting that he hasn't shown up by now.
Andy in North Dark World, so he may be getting his hook shot here briefly. There's bombos for Brogor. Yeah, nothing of excitement really, except that tempered sword in just a minute here. as Andy pulls his hook for Brogor. But the thing we're going to want to watch is that big chest. Will that have a goodie? If it's got the Meyer big, I'm pretty sure that Brogor will be in the driver's seat on full boost, cruising to the finish line.
Yeah, certainly will take quite some effort in order to get Andy back there before exhausting all his, well, anything that looks better than going back to the pod entrance and then feast down big chests. Like, people don't even want to go there when it's like a vanilla.
Yeah.
And, you know, and that's only, I don't know, 20 some seconds to get back to.
Andy running left to the west. Ice Palace and Light World in this area. Will he decide to go in? Oh no, this is Curiosity Shop. Did Brogor skip this?
Yeah, I was gonna say, did we not see this?
I feel like I saw Brogor come down here.
Okay.
I could have dreamed it though. Yeah, no one. I don't. If he has,
okay. Gotcha.
It's just Super Bunny, so we could just close off that connector. Yeah, so according to my tracking, which is very fallible, TR left we have not gone out of, and we have not gone through Bumper Cave, and that could be to Meyer. Andy coming here again without the Skull Big, and he knows where it's at.
The Skull Big chest could very well have the Meyer Big Key.
Yeah. All right, moment of truth here. Right side of your screen, Brogor are going to be checking the big chest. Item inside. Will it be a big key? Will it be a big 20? Ten arrows.
10 arrows that we can't even carry.
Slight plot armor available for us. Andy gonna do the pedestal check now. Gonna try to figure out, hey, do I need to do all this stupid crap? So Nodder's there, like he's talking things out, you know.
Yeah. I do kind of enjoy seeing these bypassing the mirror portals. Yeah, Andy does it several times throughout the seed, basically picking up that bomb, so he has something holding over, so that lets him just walk right through that mirror portal without a mirror bonking, without going through the portal. It's very convenient in order to be able to continue on your path.
It's true. Nice fight there for Brogor. Gonna take down all three phases, get a tempered sword. He's pogging real hard.
Oh yeah. I would be thrilled to see that tempered sword.
Maybe not pogging about the compass, the pendant, yes. Andy gonna check TR big now. This could be also a big 10 arrows. Andy gonna go through left side now. This
we're gonna see. We haven't
give me the information I wanted. Oh well,
it is Pyramid Berry. Never mind about 5-6 crystals. We don't need them today.
That's absolutely trash. Cool.
Which pendant dungeon are you willing to dive first, Daaanty?
I'm going ice. Ice.
Palace?
I got a key. Have either one of them done Spiral? I mean, I know Brogor hasn't because he's doing it, but like,
no, Andy hasn't done this. So this was super early, like in.
Are they both doing it?
World? Yeah, or something. Yeah, it looks like it, right? Because Andy didn't want to do this on half-hearted bombs.
What?
The flutes. Wait, the flute doesn't do anything for us right now, right?
Okay, but it does do, in my opinion, some mental damage. Okay, like
you're right. You're absolutely right. We could have had this.
You could have had this at the 10-minute mark.
Oh,
yeah, look at Andy's face.
Andy's like, I left the booth for 30 minutes in Caswell.
Like, I've been walking for an eternity. Brogor's probably not feeling well either about that. And it's funny that they both got that within 10 seconds of each other, just this late.
Yeah, I definitely remember that Brogor had also seen the other side of Spiral Cave as well. And so I don't know if that was like, well, the connector doesn't do me anything good. Maybe I don't need to follow it immediately, of course. Bing has his own sense of humor.
All right, so brogor checking these dark entrances here, right side of the mountain. The question now is going to be, will he go into GT? He does. Looks like he is going to. This will be good for him. Now, one thing to consider, the climb. Do we want to do this?
Yeah, we also don't have powder. We turned in our mushroom on both sides, so we really don't have the option of fake powdering. So I don't know if that's really even appealing. Nice connector to check.
We love that connector.
That is not technically the mire area. Unfortunately, it's the light.
The mitts are required.
We don't have any more entrances, right? Yeah. All right, Andy is picking his first pendant dungeon. It is a swamp palace.
He went in for one and bailed.
Oh, he doesn't have the small key yet because he hasn't been into mire. That's right.
Oh,
I forgot about that. Mm-hmm.
There's the TR big for brogor. So he's going ice now.
All right, we got one small key, one big key. The big key is the important one. And we, of course, got Samaria. So full clear in this dungeon. Going to be slightly easier on time. And we're, of course, going to be able to get everything out of this thing. I did also catch that Andy activated the flute earlier, since it was kind of in the Kakariko area. So when we eventually do get those myths, he will be very poised to go to the mire area quickly. I don't think I quite saw it on brogor's side. Yeah, his tracker is showing that the flute is still inactive.
One right side gets a bottle.
What's over here?
This is
brogor, right.
brogor's going to TR.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if they kind of follow the same path, like very, very slight advantage to Andy. The difference here, I think, is going to be, though, if brogor goes swamp and that's required and he goes there first and nothing's in ice, I think brogor is at a really good spot. And I think it might be a dead heat once they get there. If they both go there at the same time, like right after they finish their respective things.
Now, I guess we are looking for two things. We're looking for myths and we're looking for mire big. Now, myth can be on like mire big chest, or vitreous, or left side for that matter. That being said, though, like maybe one is in swamp and one is in ice, right? Maybe they're both right.
All right, Andy going iced tea.
Yeah, we got 2 bottles out of this place so far.
I did forget that he was going to have to go there. So if brogor goes swamp as his next play, definitely will be there first. Andy pulls a big key. It's to mire.
That's mire.
Not quite go mode. He knows it too. So Ice Palace, a dip required.
Yeah, that's why Andy is continuing onwards. We're still gonna have to go find those myths in order to get us over to the mire area, where on a process of elimination, that is where the back of Zelgawoods is.
I'm not even gonna play. If I saw that key, I'd have mirrored and then said, "Oh no!" Like 10,000%.
Just take the copium route. Maybe nothing is on Cold Stare, right? We got a required big key out of iced tea.
Of copium.
Yeah. We got the skull big chest. Finally, trip number 3.
Possible. What do we got? Oh, it's a map.
The Thief's Town, unfortunately. See, daaanty, you would have just saved time. Not beating Cold Stare, not picking up the pendant. We didn't need any of that.
It's true. It's true. See, but I would have had the mental damage of what have I done the whole time. So, so Andy now going to be able to beat Meyer. Now, here's the thing, that those mids could be here, but he is going to full clear this at least till he finds it, and he's going to get the swamp small, and then he's going to probably shake his head even more. But Brogor in ice, not very far behind. He will get his goodies. Question's going to be, will he go beat the pulse? It's probable.
Probably.
He could save some time, because you have to remember he has done all of the checks except left side in Meyer, and no big chest.
Yeah, I don't know if Brogor knows that mids are required. Like, he probably has a strong suspicion that they are. I just don't remember all the connectors have been exhausted for him. So I really can't see him not doing cold stare, especially when you're an iced tea, getting the Meyer big key. It is not much farther in order to get to the boss.
All right, Andy is going to go left side here. We'll see if he decides to do cutscene. Top left, that's green rupee.
Yep. Technical pedestal required, green rupee.
Not going to do cutscene just yet. I think when he sees the swamp small, like if he beats this, I think that might lure him away. This is kind of convenient to get back to, and there's more items in swamp, possibly, plus the green pendant turn in.
Yeah.
I mean, the good news about this is, like, you can completely write off, like TR entrance. I guess, well, maybe, I guess you can't. Maybe it's just on top of GT clear mouse. We're getting more GT small.
Yeah, I mean, very, very well be. Well, also, like, the mini helmet chests are 0 GT small key locked, so I just don't see them wanting to go up there without powder or some way in order to do magic bats.
Well, there's the Meyer big for Brogor, so now he'll be headed here probably very soon.
Yeah, Andy senses tingling, got the swamp small key. He's got all of Meyer basement and Vitreous and this hover to think about what he wants to do next, assuming that he's not have the miss. Very nice hover over there, by the way.
I've come to expect it from everyone who attempts it at this point. My standards for all the runners who are so good at this game now are just very high.
The skills floor, or whatever, like the overall, the average, the average ability of players, I mean, just also because people have been playing this game for a while, is just gone up so much. Brogor actually doing some combination of sword beam dupes and fire rod.
Yeah, nicely done there. Gonna get this pendant. We'll see if he saves and quits. I'm pretty sure he will. After getting $300. No, gonna take the refill and the cutscene. Andy on his way to Vitreous has the spicy salt and vinegar arrows of destiny.
Yeah, that's right.
Or the silvers.
He also he bought the arrow upgrade. I was wondering what they're gonna be for, right? Because they certainly were for ammo. They're here for Vitreous.
All right, well, it is on Vidi, 10 arrows. So now Andy not sure. What is he gonna do? Do we go to swamp? Do we go back in for one? Okay, Brogor gonna be doing big chest and leaving. Decides not to check the left entrance. All right, Andy's saving and quitting, leaving the big chest, or rather the cutscene chest, behind. Activating flute now for Brogor. And Andy, I think this is going to be the Swamp Palace play. You know, all things considered, we're one item from go. We're sitting here at the 139 mark. Hasn't been too bad of a race as far as slow progression. Things have kind of opened up very early for these guys. Vastly different routes, and yet they are very close together right now. Brogor sitting here thinking about his next play. Andy, meanwhile, doing the specky clip. Got to get through without using a key. Gonna check the big chest first. That is 3 bombs. We are heading south. Brogor into the Southern Dark World portal. Brogor, oh, this is the pod play to go get his ice big. Oh no, I'm sorry. Oh, this is the Meyer play. He's gonna go finish that off. I'm an idiot.
Andy he did not do the cutscene chest, correct?
He did not. And he did not do left side swamp. So that is a pivotal thing. Very well could be a swing of the race. Bottle and compass in the diver down chest.
Yep. All of our bottles have been accounted for. We can get 4 bug nets now.
It's true. GT small for Brogor. Piece of heart for Andy, up to 16. But more importantly, we're getting ready to fight Argus. This will be the last of the pendant dungeons, but the question's going to be, is it here? Is it on green pendant? Is it left side? Or is it cutscene, which is what I think. If Brogor's taking the trip over here, I feel like he's just going to go ahead and do it.
Yeah. There's no way he's only here just for compass chest. Never mind.
Oh my God.
Just let me eat my words right now. I was like, he came all the way here just to do compass chest. He'll do cutscene, right? No, I think he's got the same mentality as Andy, right?
And on Argus. That is going to effectively lead us to go mode. So Andy now just has to flute to the Meyer area and begin checking entrances. There are 6 of them available to us, 4 in the dark world, 2 in the light world.
Yeah, we have the desert west connectors, like, well, desert north and I guess desert west. And of course, we don't need desert ledge anymore, but yeah, we got Meyer area, shed, Dark Agena.
Well, the shed is now Ferry. Not even on the table. Left desert entrance here for Andy. It is library. That's one of our item caves, but doesn't quite matter at this stage. In we go back at desert entrance. Is this going to be the goods? It's not. Is it going to be the Meyer entrance?
Very well could be.
You know, I'm gonna absolutely die if it's not even here, because it could be the TR entrance or the Ice Palace entrance. Like, if it's one of those, it's gonna be even funnier.
I did forget about the Ice Palace entrance too. That is definitely mid-locked. It's one of the first things you want to go do, maybe. But
we're glossing over hammer pegs as well.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about hammer pegs.
Oh, here it is.
Okay. We did go after the entrance density. It is just here in the back of Skull Woods at Meyer Ferry.
With the silver arrows, that fight for Brogor also very clean, very quick, very cool. And that'll put him at crystal number 6. Meanwhile, Andy on his way to crystal 7. In the driver's seat at this stage, just has to kill Moth. Should be a very NMG style fight, except with some extra armor. And then we'll go find Ganon. Double check now for Brogor, going to give him that $300. Crystal 7 now for Andy with a 10 out of 10 fight. No spikes move.
That 10 out of 10 is very impressive. All of a sudden, we're done, right?
I mean, we're almost done. You know, we're under 2 hours. This is going to end in under 2 hours. If it doesn't, I'll be very shocked and confused.
Where's Broker going? Out of curiosity?
I'm not sure. Maybe he's doing the connector check that Andy did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
And this makes sense.
Yeah, this makes sense.
In his mind, he's like, okay, I just need to find Meyer. So if I check these connectors, and I like the play.
Exactly. Yeah, committing to a full pendant dungeon swamp is, and with the potential left side looming over you as well, right? Like, you don't want to necessarily commit to that.
Yeah. With Tempered Sword and Silvers, this should be a pretty straightforward fight. Andy getting through phase 1, no problem. Going to get his dash pokes in now, and then set up a spin. Spins count for 2 apiece. When you double them, that's 4. Welcome to math class. But into phase 3, just have to wait for his stupid Ganon self to sit still. Brogor on the right path in Swamp Palace. Gonna be able to solve the puzzle, but just gonna be a little late to the party. That is gonna do it. Andy with the Sword of the Air gonna be first to finish this race. Get your GGs in chat for Andy. Gonna be advancing on to 3-0. See if we can get the guys in here for an interview.
Yeah, big GGs. Well played, Andy. There definitely been some probably spots where he might have regretted some of his decisions about not going to certain places earlier. But yeah, otherwise, can't really complain about a 1:45 finish time.
It's very hard to. We're going to continue on for now.
Yeah. He's also skipping left side, which of course we did see it was a good decision. Also very prudent. You are only looking for myths. You don't necessarily want to commit to left side, which is quite an extended time investment. Versus, of course, we have Argus, we have the back, we have the green pendant. Okay, never mind. We are not going. We left Waterfall.
Where are we going,
where are
though?
we going? I don't know.
Now, let me correct myself. I did say 3-0. This is 2-0. It's week 2. Week 3, 2-0.
Yeah,
it's hard. It's hard to do the different numbers at one time.
Yeah, we're just predicting for what's gonna happen next week. Don't worry.
I don't know. Gotta wait and see who the matchup is and how things unfold. The good news is I don't have the number. Maybe you do, Clear Mouse, but for anyone who's losing in week 1 or week 2, I hear that there's more bracket spots available this year for the CrossKeys Tournament.
Right. I believe they extended it from 16 to 24. So yes, we will get so there are more spots available after 7 weeks. I still think though that because there's 7 weeks of Swiss, I think you still have to go 5 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I believe that's the play. Anything worse, I don't know. I don't remember if there's a play-in race for that. I'm not a bracketologist. I just try and do my best, and then if I qualify at the end of 7 weeks, I'll go play the brackets.
That's right. I look forward to seeing you in brackets, Clearmouth.
No problem. I too look forward to the day where I might make a bracket in this competitive game. Okay, looks like is this maybe Brogor's?
Yeah, Brogor has thrown in a forfeit.
Okay. GG's to Brogor.
Yeah, GG's.
He played well. I mean, for sure. Just at the very end, I think he didn't have as clear of a picture for what he needed for go mode versus like Andy before checking all the connectors. And so this is maybe why things got a little bit more chaotic at the end.
Indeed. So Andy, away from his chair, we have tossed an invite over to Brogor. We'll see. He's not required to come. So if he's feeling up for it, great. If not, that's also okay as well. But yeah, overall, super exciting race. Looks like Brogor has joined us now. GG's.
Hello. GG's.
Yo, Brogor, GG's.
Hello, Clear Mouse. Hello, Dainty.
Hello. So I have a question.
Yeah.
And Andy doesn't know this yet, but the two of you got the flute within 10 seconds of each other.
Yeah, I was like, there's a logic breakpoint here to get hammer and everything. There must be something in Spiral Cave at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And I never checked the Spec Rock middle exit, right? Like the exit. So I had no idea how I get to all my progression. I knew I had to go through that. That's why I did it in the end when I saw Andy finish. So I just wanted to get rid of the possibility that connector maybe leads to Maya area and Skywoods is just on the way. I was like, something must be just there, then something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was curious. Andy had kind of a big reaction to getting that flute. So, I mean, not having that flute for that long, was that kind of, weighing on you at that point of the race at all?
I just tried to think he also wouldn't have that because you most likely go leftwards, right, and get the paradox thing maybe first. Then you find the spiral exit, which makes it like, I can combine that when I do Turtle Rock, something like that, and then I have a quicker way here, or I find the flute to get here quick. Yeah, something like that. So I wasn't bothered, but I had a little bit of issues with my Telethar tracker. I played Telethar because it went just out, and then I had to re-click some checks, and I'm pretty happy I managed that somehow. So that's why I also kind of had to look for some stuff. Might have seen that on execution. I don't know. Felt bad after like 40 minutes, but in the end that wouldn't make the difference, I guess.
It was a very solid race, from both of you. Both of you played well. But Andy here now as well. GG's.
GG's, Brogor.
GG's. Yeah, I heard we just found the flute next to each other, like a few seconds.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, you had quite the reaction, Andy. So I had to ask Brogor if he was as upset as you were.
Yeah, I was like, where's my Darkwood access to the left side? How do I get to that hammer, flippers, everything? How? Is it Spiral Cave or is it Spec Rock? And I went to Spiral Cave. Oh no, it's the stupid flute up here. Then, is it even that? Oh, it must be Spec Rock to the ferry connector to get to the left side. The fire sources, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a crazy chain for me.
Yeah.
I got hammer at like 10 minutes.
Oh, nice. I had it also fairly early, not that early, but super early. I went from laser bridge, right? Yeah, you too, I guess.
Not quite.
Okay.
So I found Dam at Lumberjack House or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I bailed on CAC and went straight to Dam.
Oh, nice.
After that. And so I did Moldorm Cave, saw Spiral there at like minute 3, and I was like, I think I had half a heart. So I was like, I'm not surviving this. Did Paradox. And I picked up a heart in midair, so I knew the bomb jump wasn't going to work leaving. And so I got Pearl there, and so I just went out bottom, and that spit me out there. And so I took Spire or a Spec Cave connector, which spit me out, Dark Death Mountain. Took Fairy connector, which spit me out at top of Bumper. And then I just did that into Skull Woods, got a sword. I was like, okay, I guess we'll do Village of Outcast from here. Got my hammer. I was like, what's happening, dude? And then finished off like the South Dark World loop, and then did CAC
And then
No. Not even that,
that.
because I found Old Man Rescue at Swamp,
True.
and so I did that. So it was like I got my boots at like 26 minutes, and it felt really bad.
Mhm.
At least immediate, like initial reaction was like, "Oh, I'm I'm cooked, bro." But
Did you pick the
after
hook
thinking
shot?
about it, I was like, "Well, I didn't get hook shot."
Okay.
But after thinking about it, I was like, okay, well, I still have sword and hammer, and I got a couple big keys, so like late boots doesn't really feel that bad, but it still felt kind of bad.
Yeah, I guess so.
But yeah, that was I was just waiting for the connectors to stop, and they never stopped.
I kind of hope for a connector to Skyward's area, but to get everything in logic, so maybe that, not Skyward's, to Misery Maya to get the Skyward's boss, hopefully. But I was like, nah, it's probably the ferry connector leading to the bumper cave, so then you get to everything from there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so I knew almost all the connectors pretty quickly, I guess. So I knew once I beat Meyer, I guess. I think I checked bumper as my last connector, and so I knew it had to be Mitts for Skullwoods.
Yeah. I kind of hoped it was something like last connector might send you to Skywoods, then you mirror there, and then you find Mitts there, so you can just come back whenever.
This is a fun one, though.
Yeah, it was a good race.
Yeah,
I
you
enjoyed
guys-
not having to death
good
warp
see.
in dungeons.
Oh, I am so stupid. We play with that scroll and I run out of pot on. Like, from pot, should I do a death warp? I always do a death warp here at 3 hearts. Nah, I just walk up today. And then a little bit later, I find a mirror and I was like, oh, wait, there was something here, right? Oh, no.
That mirror felt pretty bad after all the Dark World stuff I had done with Pearl, too.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
you
well,
must have felt really cooked there with that.
yeah,
Then you also
I was
put
like,
the hooks-
Fairy Ascension's real far away to get back to bumper top.
Yeah.
If that kept you,
Something like the lead there in the light world, at least. So.
Yeah.
yeah, Andy, doing that play early like you did, that actually kept you from Fire Rod and Lamp for quite some time.
Yeah, that was like almost my go mode, basically.
Yeah. Next to Maya. I just did Maya because I was a little bit busy with retracking stuff. I had a little tracker issue. And then I was like, okay, come, I do Maya while I retrack my map. And then I go out, next check, double fire. Okay, game. Then I found the pedestal info. I was like, okay, not so bad. Maybe not so bad.
Yeah.
yeah, you guys had vastly different routes. It was super entertaining to watch because for the first probably 30, 40 minutes, you guys were different places. So a lot of information was coming at us fast.
I guess so.
But yeah, like, and Andy, I gotta say, you dodged a lot of bullets. You did Thieves Town, instantly got the small key.
Yeah, that felt really bad.
That must feel really bad, yeah.
Never got that skull big either.
Yeah. I even thought about that when I was going to check the Skull 3 entrance. I was like, man, I really wish I had that skull big right now, but that's okay.
Yeah. I read it before, but I was like, no, I will never get a Master Sword and go up there and then go to Skywoods.
Yeah.
Might just be something here.
Yeah, and then I skipped Meyer cutscene because of that third small on Ped.
Yeah, that was a good
Or then, I got Swamp Small, which put the Meyer Small in Logic. So I thought about it, but I decided, nah.
I didn't have I missed the Ice Big, so if you remember where that was.
Pod Big.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
mhm.
that I went to pot 12 checks out. Next check, pot Big. He said, no way.
I went in with 2 smalls and no big the first time.
Okay.
And then 5 smalls and the big the second time.
Yeah, it was like 1 no big and then 5, 4 no big and then big, 5 big. Meh. Yeah, but thanks for streaming us, Daaanty and Clear Mouse.
Absolutely. Happy to do it. This was a
thanks for
nice,
restreaming
Yeah, this was
comms.
great. Hmm.
Yes.
nice early Monday race.
Oh yeah, true. It's Monday. Kind of feels weekendy.
Yeah, thank you guys. Looking forward to see you guys in week 3 and how things shake out for you. Wishing you guys all the best of luck.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, GG's brogor. And I'll catch you guys
Now we're
later.
1-1, I think, in CrossKeys. I took one of you in League last year.
Yeah, I think that was last year.
Yeah. Okay, thanks for everything. I take my leave. I have to cook because otherwise I get punished.
Oh no. Well, go cook. We don't need any punishment happening.
Bye bye. Take care, guys.
Have a good one. Thank you, Brogor.
Yep. See ya.
Thanks, Andy, as well. And
Yeah. Thank
everyone
you.
else, thanks for doing the comms this early during the day.
Yeah. This might be my first Monday morning commentary. Yeah, but it was a blast. Thank you so much for the invite, daaanty. And yeah, Andy, Brogor, best of luck in future weeks.
Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with us today. It was a good way to kick off the week. There's more CrossKeys action coming soon, we hope. So you guys have a good one. We'll see you guys next time.